What I'd like to mention, we have our two different sets of instruments, and of course our percussion, which everybody knows, everybody loves the drums, but we have our woodwinds and our brass instruments. So I'd like to take a second to kind of explain how we do those, because our first concert we were all just shocked that we still had our instruments in our hands. So now that we're a little more experienced with them, you see two different sets. We have our trumpets, hold them up, hold them up. All right, so we have our valves. All right, go ahead, yeah, clap, 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 clap. Fantastic. And trombones, hold them up. Our trombones are totally different, we slide. And it's very difficult. The trombone is totally weird. You have 7 slide positions. There is no like set stopping point for it. You just have to figure it out on your own. There are like sort of guidelines, and it's very difficult to remember them. I know because I had to learn it for college and also. So they have done a fantastic job of getting this done in such a short amount of time. Go ahead, you guys can sit down. And I want all of you to try something for me. Orchestra people, you too. So put your mouth together, purse your lips, and go. Right? You're all laughing. You're all laughing. Can you imagine what all of them did the first time they were told that's what they had to do? Right? But that, you have to keep doing that for minutes and hours on end. Daniel, sorry, you're our lone woodwind member in the band. These are our woodwind players. All right, now, the woodwinds are a very varied group. What I want you to do, I can only do it with one hand right now, but take both hands and wiggle all your fingers. There are times where you will use all 10 of these to play a single note. All right, so luckily for brass people, you may have to buzz your lips a lot, but you might not have to move all 10 fingers. And if you have a woodwind student at home, I challenge you to have them explain to you like one of these notes and how weird it is to be using all 10 fingers and trying to remember all of them. It is a huge task for them to figure it all out, and they have done excellent. So go ahead, have a seat. Thank you very much. So it is a very confusing system, and I am super proud of all the work they have put into it. So our woodwind section, and we now have a second saxophone, which is super great. So welcome to the stage, Mohammed. We're glad you're here. You can't hear me because the speakers are fixing it. Anyway, here we go. Our third song, we would like to play another old favorite of ours. Hope you notice as much improvement as I have. Hot Cross Buns.
Okay.
And last but not least, they've been standing this whole time, our percussion section. So we have two of them back there. So wave your mallets, wave your sticks, something. All right, thank you. Now, everybody thinks it's really easy. Oh yeah, all I have to do is just smack a stick on the drum. It's really easy, everybody can do it. No, it is not that simple. Sadly, we can't really hold them up, but we have a set of bells. Kendall, raise your mallets. You can see something that does not look like your typical drumstick. It is a mallet, and we have one person that is starting to learn the bells right now. Kendall is learning the bells, which we will all be doing progressively. So if it's not enough to figure out the rhythms and all the stuff you got to do, when to play on the drum head, when to play on the rim, all sorts of other different drum roll type things, then on top of that we have to have him read all the different notes, and he has to figure that out at a whole separate section with doing it on a little piece of metal with a little bar that has them written all in, and you have to figure it out that way. So a wholly new skill set. So they have just started this. They're doing an awesome job. He's playing them all the songs with that within the new first, how long have you been doing this, Kendall? Kendall, how long have you been doing this? Like 2 weeks with the bells? He's been doing it, he says, 1 whole week, and he is playing all the songs on the bells. So. And he loves all the applause, I promise. So. Here we go, our last song. Thank you again so much for being here. We appreciate it. And I challenge you, have your kids explain one of these instruments to you, and you will see how crazy it is, and how crazy we are for loving to do this. All right? Our last song, Go Tell Aunt Rhody.
neglected to mention before is that we've started real note reading. So these students are actually reading the real notes now. The previous concert we were doing some abbreviated versions. They were learning by number, so to speak. Think of painting by number. We were playing by number for a little while, which is a good way to learn for a time, but then it's time to learn the real way the music is notated. And now that's what we're playing from now. So that's another big thing that we've been working on, and they've been doing a great job. And between our practice earlier today and coming back down to get ready to play, we're upstairs doing some music theory lessons upstairs and working on worksheets with that. So they're getting really good at reading the notes. So that will keep getting easier and easier the more we do of it. So that will really help them to build out some new music. And our last piece, Twinkle, Twinkle, and the Pepperoni.
Do a quick photo op